In 3, 2, 1.
Hi there. Welcome to the Dr. Randall channel. I'm Dr. Randall Nozawa, and this is Transforming Adversity into Opportunity. We're going to continue on with part 2 of Life After Death.
So, Dr. Randall, you ended with John leaving the room, and you and Turi were sitting at the kitchen table. Did Turi say anything to you at that time?
No, we were just wondering. Well, he probably went back to the open bedroom, but she didn't say anything, and neither did I.
Okay, so you're both sitting there in the kitchen. John leaves the room, and then he comes back. What happens next?
Well, he must have entered the now open bedroom where she had locked herself in, but he came back with his .357 Magnum pistol and pointed it directly at her.
Did he say anything at this time?
Yes, he did. His eyes, by the way, were just coal black, and he just had a serious face, but he ordered her to her knees.
What were you thinking at this time?
One, just knowing gun safety rules, you never point a gun at anyone, and you never have your finger on the trigger, and you always have to know what's behind your target. And I've never seen a human being in person point a gun at anyone, so I was just shocked and amazed.
Did you say anything to John when he did this?
No, I didn't. Everything went, it was moving too quickly.
And what did Turi say? Did she say anything?
At that time, no.
And then did John say anything to Turi?
Yeah, while pointing the gun at her and ordering her to her knees on the way down, one, she sounded kind of irritated. She told me he does this sometimes because it makes him feel like a man.
What did you take that to mean?
I always knew he had a very acidic temper and would turn to rage, quite often. But I just never knew he would do something like this in private.
So he points the gun at Turi, orders her to her knees. What happens next?
Within the next few seconds, he fired twice.
And he obviously must have hit her with those shots?
Yes, I knew that there was a sliding glass door behind us, and I don't know, I was maybe anticipating some glass breaking. There wasn't any of that, so I knew that both bullets hit her.
And then what happened?
I sat there for a moment just stunned, but I did lean over and try to see if she was alive, but I did confirm that she was dead.
And did John say anything after shooting Turi?
He said nothing. And so I don't know why, but I just sat there with my head down. I just did not know what to do.
Okay, and then what happened?
He must have come much closer to me, and because he did end up shooting me in the head.
And is that the cause of your blindness?
Yes. That's the last time I saw anything. My head caromed back, and for me, getting shot in the head really didn't hurt that much. But my head caromed back, and from there I couldn't see anymore.
Okay, and then what else was happening at that point? So John shoots you, Turi's dead on the floor, and then what happens?
I ended up, sitting there, with my head down. I just did not know what to do. And but he knew that I was still alive. So once again, I did not know what to do. I slinked to the floor and tried to be motionless, maybe pretending I was dead, but didn't know what to do.
And then what did John do?
He left the room for maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, while John left the room, what were your thoughts at that time?
Boy, a lot going on. I was trying to figure out the situation, maybe pretending to be dead, but thought about a couple things, my family, and I somehow knew I was going to make it through. I didn't know how, but I just felt that way, and wondering what was going to happen next.
So you're laying there on the floor pretending to be dead, and John leaves the room. Does he come back at some point?
Yes, he does, and I'm once again guessing is maybe 5 or 10 minutes later he returns back into the kitchen.
What happened then?
I'm once again guessing, but he seemed to be standing there in silence for maybe a few seconds, and then I heard a third gunshot.
What did you think happened when you heard that third gunshot?
I believed he had shot himself somewhere, and I'm guessing that was in the head. But I did hear his body hit the floor, and then 11 labored breaths later, the breathing stopped.
Did you ever at any point think that he just maybe shot the gun in the air and pretended to be dying?
I never thought that. I never thought that. I just knowing John, he had attempted suicide once before that I had known about, and it just seemed that when his body hit the floor, and with those very, very labored breaths, and 11 of them that I counted, the breathing stopped. I knew that he was dead.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. Nozawa, for sharing this with us, and we'll continue on in the next session.
Yep. So stay tuned for the third session, because this is how I transform adversity into opportunity, and this is my life after death. This is Dr. Randall Nozawa, and from all of us here at Transforming Adversity into Opportunity, you have to believe it first before you can see it. See you next time.